So hey, Mark Warnke with PackGoats.com here. It's banding season, and so a lot of people are going to be banding their babies, so I thought I'd do a quick video on kind of how to do it. It's pretty simple. A lot of people use different strategies like the Bizardo or whatever it's called, and then you know, castration by your vet coming out and doing all that stuff. I've had really good luck just with banding them, and again, everybody's got 100 billion opinions. I'm going to show you how to band them. It's what I use. I like to band between 60 and 90 days. I think 6 months is too long. I think 30 days has some potential risks, but remember, every day you wait to band, the longer their horns are going to be and the bigger their horns are going to be. And that's honestly, in my opinion, a negative with packing. I know my goats have really big horns and they're beautiful and all that stuff, but trying to be around and pack with and work with a goat that has really big horns, especially into those that have the vertical horns like the Kikos or the Boers or any of those that kind of come out that way, I highly recommend you band those guys early, because those horizontal horns are going to be constantly poking you and people that are trying to work with those guys in the chest. And so anyway, there's a lot of opinion out there, but instead of sticking just to that, I'm just going to show you how I band. Now, another opinion is that a lot of people just use one band. I like to use two. I've had problems with two goats with just one band. So what you do is you just put it over this tool, and these tools you can just get at the, you know, the stock supply store, and the right size bands, and the guy will help you to get the right size bands. So we're going to put two over the top of these, and I roll them down on there. And then two, bear in mind, once you band these guys and everything's all done, yes, they will fall off, but you also have the option to then cut between the two bands and cut those nuts off after like a week. So everything's dead and all that good, and then instead of having that dead tissue hanging there kind of ready to be jerked off, you can actually cut them off yourself. So you can see I have two bands. Now when you have two bands, you have to stretch it pretty good to get it on there. But what we're going to do is we're going to flop this goat over on his back, and then we're going to stuff one ball through at a time, because you'd be amazed at how big a goat's balls get. And these guys are right at between 60 and 90 days, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Pushing the end of 90 days.
Okay, so let's flop him up.
Want to put him on my lap here?
Yep. I just need the what we're trying to get to ready to go.
Everybody.
So we'll just put him like this. There you go. And then we'll make that available to me. Okay, yep, there you go. So you'll see, you know, there's two of these, and only really like one will fit through at a time. So what we're going to do is we're going to put two through. Now I keep a little stick, or I actually use this little Allen wrench. So once I have it over it, I can knock it off with it, and you're going to see how I do that. So Tucker, go ahead and make sure you zoom in tight on this part so that they can see. Do you need to zoom in a little closer? Okay, all right. So we're going to go ahead and expand it, make it as big as we can, which you can see it's not super big. This is another reason you want to castrate or band them early, because it's hard to have their balls be big enough to fit through this thing. The other thing that's really important is to make sure you don't get the teat in there. See how the second ball just came through?
Yeah.
So now we want to make sure that the teat isn't in there. We have both balls on either side of the rubber bands now. The teats are on each side above. And what we're going to do is we're just going to let her down. And then we're going to take that pressure off so we know we're in the right spot. And then I'm going to go ahead and click these off. And there it is. So now we're going to double check it. We're going to make sure that both of the teats are free and that the balls are both on this side. And we got them both in there. That little bugger's ready to go. And you'll see, go ahead and let him down. He's going to kind of walk around like he's a little bit nut punched. But for the most part, no bellering, no whining. Everybody seems to do pretty good. So that's really it. It's pretty a painless, easy process. It's not all crazy. So I hope that's helpful to you. PackGoats.com.